Good day, everybody. This is your host Ali Rathor from TechRat TV. So today I'm going to show you your Blender settings for beginners and a standard setting that I normally use and some add-ons that are going to help you design any 3D models. So let's get on with it. Welcome back, guys. I think if the music is a bit too loud, I'm just gonna lower the volume. So this is Blender. For those of you who do not know, Blender is a free 3D designing software like Maya and 3D Max, and it's fast becoming an industry standard. It's free to use. It's got very free add-ons and features, and a big community, and a lot of people who are teaching and giving you tips and tricks. It can be a little intimidating in the beginning, but if you follow like these steps and do it like baby steps and do it slowly, you'll eventually get the hang of it, and you can actually start designing your maybe low poly model within a week, like within a week or 10 days. So to begin with, this is the version. I'm just going to show you top left corner, the Blender icon. I'm just going to click it and click about Blender. So this is 3.5.0 version, right? So this is your workplace, and by default these are the layouts. So the first one is layout, then modeling, sculpting, UV editing, texture, shading, animation rendering, compositing, and geometry nodes and script. And you can actually add more as much as you like. Normally the one that we will be using is layout, UV editing, and shading. Now, so when you begin, so you'll actually have Blender. If you begin new general, so this is the screen. I'm just going to close it up and open it again so you guys know what happens when Blender opens up. So this is the screen that you'll know. So you do to click general, and then you'll get your by default square. Right now, my output, I've already changed the color of it, but I'm going to show you how you can do your basic settings if you're starting out. This is going to give you a more professional look, and if you follow the tutorials, you'll see a lot of people like their model and your model doesn't look the same because of the settings. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to click layout, and then we're gonna click the cube, and then I'm gonna press the letter A. I'm just going to open screencast key. Okay, I think this one doesn't work on my version, so I'm just going to say which key I'm pressing. So I'm just going to click. You can actually click anywhere here and press the letter A for selecting everything. So you can see top right corner, it selected the camera, the cube, and the light. And I'm just going to press the delete button to get rid of everything. We do remove the cube first because it's got some material attached to it, and basic settings that can actually affect our model, right? So we are in layout. And on the top right corner, you can see I've clicked the show gizmo. This is basically the grid that you're seeing. If I click this one and I click this one, so you can't see anything, right? So these are basically the gizmos on the top right corner. And then we've got the show overlay. Overlay we normally do work with. And if you want to take a screenshot of our model without rendering, we just click this overlay to get rid of the guidelines. Then comes the extra mode. It's Alt Z. Now I can't use this keyword, this shortcut key, because I've got some other softwares that are using the same key, and if I press it, it actually opens up the NVIDIA one, right? Then we've got the viewport shading. This one we're using is viewport shading. Then we've got the viewport shading, another one, and then we've got the rendering, right? So it displays the render. This option displays the material preview, right? Now coming back to the settings side, right? So I'm just going to press the numpad 1 key. Press Shift A, and I'm going to click mesh, and then going to click the cube. So this is the new cube that we've actually added, right? And if I press if I click the center button of the mouse, the rolling button, so if I roll it, it zooms. If I roll towards myself, it zooms out. And if I click the middle mouse button and then move the mouse, it actually shows you which way you are going. So you can actually use your mouse button, the middle mouse button. This is for Windows. and you can move the cube, right? So for the look of it, this is how the settings I do. So on the top, we are in the layout mode and we are in the object mode, right? So we're not in the edit mode or any other mode. So in object mode, top right corner, I've selected my viewport shading, and this one is display in solid mode, right? Now there's an arrow on the end. I click that one. You can see studio, matte cap, and flat. So in studio, I'll leave it to it, and I'm gonna come below, and I'm gonna click number 1, cavity. Here's the cavity, and then I'm gonna select type both, and I'm gonna increase the ridge. I'm gonna increase the valley. I'm gonna is for screen space as well. I'm gonna increase the ridge, and I'm gonna increase the valley, right? So normally what I do is, before if I'm designing this, right, I'm gonna click it again and I go and put a texture in. So if I put any texture in or the colors in, so I'll be able to see it, right? Now coming to the screen and the background, right? If I go to render properties, right? So it's got the Eve engine in, right? So what you can do is actually from the on these panels, this is for rendering purposes. You'll see basically a globe here, right? Material properties, and then you've got the texture properties. We'll be using these later. So you've got the modifiers. We do use them exponentially, and then you've got the world properties, right? This is the one that we're interested in. It's got the globe. I'm just gonna click it. It says globe, and it's got this color here, right? So color globe one, you can use, you can change anything that you want, but normally we do keep it as it was. Now the strength of it is basically what we actually use. I'm just gonna leave it here, and if you've got this one, see, so I've just clicked render, and then I've used the strength. So normally I use 0.5, because if I've got my model here and in the render side, I won't be able to see. It'll be a more darker view. But if you're gonna design something that's got a bit of sunlight, then you can increase the strength. So this is where you can actually change the color and the strength of the background, right? So for example, if I wanna see, I don't want to see the lines, so you can hardly see my cube, right? But I'm just gonna put some material and color in it to show you the difference. So I'm just going to click new to material, and I'm going to go to object, click it and leave it. I've got the material, so base color I'm going to change, and I'm going to change it to red. I've gone to the second side, like rendered one, right? So now you can see it becomes very prominent because we've actually changed the intensity. So if I increase it and decrease it in the render section, you'll see it looks like, if I increase it, it becomes white, and if I decrease it, it becomes a bit darker, right? So this is something that you guys can play with, because you can add lights and camera and later on, but I'm just gonna use this one, right? So these were the basic settings that people who show you the tutorial, right? So these are the workplace settings that they've done. Hence, when they're showing you the tutorial, it looks much better on their screen rather than yours. The second part is the basic add-ons that you need to add. So you go to top left, edit, then go to preferences. Here you'll have system, and then you'll have add-ons, right? So these add-ons. And then you need to select the first one. You need to write down is mesh, and then you need to look for add mesh extra object. So this is the one that you need to check. The second add-on is mesh auto mirror, right? You select this one as well. And then the third one is loop tools. So you use mesh and loop tools. If you're using a version that's 2.8 to 2.9, right, then you can actually install, you can search for a GitHub repository known as screencasting keys, and then you can just install your add-on from there. All right, so these are the three basic add-ons. I'm just going to show you again. Just type in mesh, and you'll have add mesh extra objects. mesh auto mirror, and mesh loop tool. So these are the ones that you regularly use if you're designing a low poly model, a platform, a gaming model, anything you guys do. This is the one that you actually do use, right? So I'm quickly going to use these tools. So this is the tutorial for using texture and material will be coming soon. So I'm just going to quickly do it. I'm going to press the numpad 1 key. I'm going to go to the screencast key. I'm going to come into the edit mode, and I'm going to use the 3 for faces. Control R for cut. I need the vertical one. So click and right click to be center. I'm going to go in the X-ray mode, because in X-ray mode I'll have all the vertices. I'm just going to press delete. Again, this is not a tutorial for this one. I'm just going to show you how you can actually use the mirror modifier first. So this is the one we've got. So I've gone out to the object mode. I can go into the modifier on the right hand side, add a modifier, and add the mirror modifier. Or if you press the key N, you'll have items, tools, and then view and edit. So in edit, you'll actually have the auto mirror toggle on as well, right? So I'm just going to add it through the right hand side and press mirror. It says on the x-axis, this is the x-axis, and I'm going to press clipping, right? So what happens is anything that we make changes here will automatically be done on this side. So if any changes we've done, it will be done on this side. So you don't have to actually design the whole thing. So coming back, I'm just going to do 2 cuts here, right? So I'm just going to make something out of it just to show you, like, okay, maybe it's a human face. So, right? So pressing the numpad 3 key, I'm going to press G and Y on this axis and G and Y on this axis. So because it's a head, so I'm just going to play around with it a bit. It's not going to be a perfect head to begin with. So this is something, it's actually very fun to design these things, so you guys don't. Okay, so I'm gonna, this is chin, let's do the chin, and this is, let's say it's the neck area, and this is the head area. Right. So this is the head area. I'm just playing with it. We've got it, so it's got a bit of a shape to it, right? So I'm gonna get out of the X-ray now. For example, I want to color it. So we've used the mirror tool, right? Now, if you press Shift A, so you get a lot of other functions with it. Like you've got a plane, cube, circle, cone, grid monkey. You've got a single word, because if you don't have the, again, I'll go to the edit and preferences, and I'll go to the mesh. So if you don't have the extra objects, you won't be able to see these options like single word, round, cube, torus. So you get these extra stuff. Now again, I'm just gonna go to the shading part. I've already got my material with it, with myself here. So if I want to use a texture, I'm gonna have a tutorial, separate tutorial on where you can actually get the texture from. For the time being, I'm just gonna get it. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm just gonna get a texture image, and I'm gonna use the color linear to closest. I'll show you how you can do this one. So this is an image palette that I have downloaded. I'm gonna go to UI editing. I've got my model here, and I've got my, I have to select this model first. And I'm gonna go to texture, again a cavity, screen to both, the setting that I showed you. See how the model brightens up? So that's how basically you guys you have to go to the edit mode and press A and then zoom in, because this is a pixel based. Left click, press A, press S for size, press 0 for num lock, and 0. So the whole cube is going to turn to orange, right? So if I want to do, for example, this part, this part, and this part, I want to make it my face. So I'm going to go to the color and press G and go to the skin color, maybe this one, right? And this part is basically our hairs. So we're going to make hairs maybe brown. Yep. So these are the hairs. See how easy it is? So we're using one text palette, like color palette, and we're just doing colors of different sections. So this is going to be covered in the other tutorial. So I'm just trying to give you an overview of, if you want to take a picture of this model, you just click this shortcut Shift Alt Z and you can just take a picture. So it looks pretty good. You don't need to render the image, and you can use this and show this image to your clients or your Instagram or your portfolio, right? So going back, while we're at it, I'm just going to the so I'm just gonna go to the faces, this one and this one, right? So for hairs, Control E, extrude to normal. I'm gonna teach you how to do this one. So we've got some lovely hairs here. If I've got, again, I'm just showing off now, if you guys haven't noticed. So this one was, I think, brown color here, and that's about it. You've got a quick face. This was a beginner's tutorial. We'll cover everything in the next tutorials coming up. So these are the settings. If you guys have any questions to it, this is something that you guys can actually show to your clients, and you can take pictures, show on your Instagram or social media. And that's how basically people who give you tutorials, or people who design on YouTube, this is their settings. Mostly this is the setting that they go for, and this is the one that I like. If you guys have any other settings, you can let me know. And keep watching, and I hope you guys learned something. This has become a little bit longer video than I expected, but that's how things work. So take care, bye-bye, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon, because we are coming up with about 12 to 20 tutorials for Blender, the ones that we've, as I was learning through, I was learning myself, and through over time I've seen some problems that the internet actually doesn't answer and doesn't give you a response. So everybody take care, and see you in the next video. This is your host Ali Rathore from Tekra TV. Take care, and bye-bye.